everybody. Welcome to The Bridge. I'm WSAV's Natalie Hendricks. You know, we've heard a lot about the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And the Make-A-Wish Foundation, well, you know, their efforts are tremendous because they make it possible for so many sick kids and their families just to experience something special and to maybe feel like everyone else. It really is true that a child's illness can have quite an impact on an entire family. And Make-A-Wish here locally, well, they're changing lives too. There is a famous saying that goes, a wish is the link between what is and what could be. And the folks at Make-A-Wish Georgia live by that sentiment.
Make-A-Wish grants wishes for children with critical illnesses. Most people have heard of Make-A-Wish and to some extent know something about the work that we do. But what most people do not know is that while we are part of this wonderful national brand and organization, Make-A-Wish Georgia is in fact its own 501c3. So we're our own local nonprofit. The money that we raise in Georgia stays in Georgia, and it's for granting wishes for all the kids throughout the state of Georgia. So we are responsible for working with our community to raise that money and grant wishes for kids right here in Georgia, including Savannah.
And Tim says there is no wish that's too big to grant.
Just a couple of years ago, we had a young boy who came to us and said that he wanted to blast off in a red rocket ship, travel through outer space, land on the planet Saturn, and meet a little green alien named Bebo. So we get that wish, and you might sit back and think, well, there's a number of reasons we can't grant a wish like this. But again, our first job is then to sit back and think, okay, how do we take this child's one true heartfelt wish and make it come true? With the help of some community partners, we were actually able to make that wish come true. So, you know, after that and after seeing some of the other wishes that we've been able to grant, I can honestly say that there's no wish that's too big for us to make come true.
One of the misconceptions about Make-A-Wish is that they only grant wishes for terminally ill children. But with the advances in medical treatment, that's not always the case. These days, many wish kids go on to live happy, healthy lives. And some of them even come back to help make wishes come true for others.
When I was a child, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, so I spent most of my early childhood in the hospital. September 1987, I went to Disneyland. So we had a family of 7, so 5 kids. For the most part, it was one income. My father was a mechanic, never had a lot of money, so 7 kids, or 5 kids, family of 7, you don't really get to do a lot. So vacations really weren't a big deal, big thing for us. But Make-A-Wish flew our entire family out to California. We went to Disneyland and Universal Studios, which is why it means something to me to help, because I know it makes a difference, because I can't tell you half the things from my childhood, but I can tell you that in September 1987, I went to Disneyland.
Tim told us about a recent wish he was instrumental in helping grant.
We built a barn for a young boy out in Guyton. He wanted to get some more animals, some goats actually. For lack of a better term, we did like an Amish barn raising. You know, reached out to the community, and that was the other neat thing about it, is not only did we build this barn, we increased the exposure for Make-A-Wish quite a bit. We got a lot of people from the community out there on rainy, wet, cold days in early December, and built a barn from the ground up.
Jack Sanders is a wish kid. He has a congenital heart condition that limits what he can do. But that didn't stop him from choosing the wish of a lifetime.
Well, ever since I was little, I wanted to go in the service, and when I was in middle school, I found the pararescue and thought that was amazing and something I wanted to do. And when I turned 17, I started talking to recruiters and faced the hard reality that I could not enlist or become an officer or do anything with the service due to my heart condition. So we went down there, and I just wanted to kind of meet with the pararescue and train with them, kind of hang out, see what they do. I tried my hardest to let me jump out of a plane, but it didn't happen. But we got to be right there, hands-on on the boat, and do a lot of other things.
But as with anything of this magnitude, Make-A-Wish can't grant these amazing wishes alone.
I always tell people that with all of these amazing wishes that we grant, there is one secret magic ingredient in every one of them, and that is community. That element of community is how we're able to do everything that we do. And that's how we take all of these wishes, and that's how we take them and move them up to the next level. So we'll have a lot of people that will reach out and they'll want to donate time, labor, places, homes and such. We also very actively look for and ask for in-kind as well, for them to donate things other than just cash. Airline miles, for example, we always need airline miles. The largest cost that we incur for our wishes is that air travel expense. And so to any extent that we can offset that with airline miles is a real game changer.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation, such tremendous effort. You know, Run for Wishes is actually coming up quickly. It's going to take place on May 10th. And now to register or for more information, just go to their website. All you have to do is go to georgia.wish.org. Again, that's georgia.wish.org. And keep in mind, if you can't run and just want to make a donation, well, you can do that too, right there on their website.